Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Stephanie from Magnesium Media. Today, I think we're going to talk about car culture and car people. How it has changed, how car culture and car people have changed over the years. Because car people and car culture from 20, 30, 40 years ago is totally different than what it is today.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that it's gone down. Excuse me. Both of them. Car culture has gone down.
There's no real car people. Like, I mean, okay, let's take that back. There's car people, but they're getting older, okay? New age people, yeah, you know, you see all these people on Instagram. Oh, look at this Ferrari. And then you tell them, tell me a little bit about a 1929 Duesenberg. No clue.
No.
Okay? Or even how they customize cars, you know, like customization. Remember that?
Well, I think sometimes people over customize and they take it too far. You know what I mean?
Like that Rolls Royce.
Yeah, like that Rolls Royce. So we saw there were actually two Rolls Royces that we saw. Let's start with the metallic one. So we saw a Rolls Royce the other day that they had wrapped in this metallic. It was something that like changed colors as you
but
saw
it was
it from
awful.
Different angles. It was awful. It was white, gold, yellow, pink, purple. It was just absolutely horrendous. I don't like the metallic anyway because you could see every fingerprint, every mark, every line, everything. And when you're driving, I just think it's so rude to other drivers because when the sun, especially here in Vegas, you can't see.
Hold
the sun
on.
Gleaming off
You
that,
mean
you
chrome?
can't see.
Chrome, yeah.
Excuse me, chrome,
not metallic. Oh
No.
no, and then on top of that, it had the gold, pink, yellow wheels on it.
Yeah.
On a Cullinan.
Yeah. The gold on the wrap kind of gave you like that greenish gold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was not pretty at all.
It looked like putrid, and then it had
awful.
yellow wheels. I mean, Rolls Royce should just take the car back at this point.
Yeah, it was bad.
The guy should not be allowed to own a Rolls Royce.
And then we saw another Rolls Royce that they put
a Phantom.
They put a fin on it.
Just a spoiler.
A spoiler.
Yeah, had a spoiler and a body kit and aftermarket wheels.
Why would you do that to a Rolls Royce? A Rolls Royce is a classic vehicle.
It's supposed to be luxury. It's not a sports car, okay?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, okay, you want to put a spoiler on something? I get a sports car, right? But not
a Rolls Royce.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a sports car, go buy yourself a sports car. Why would you want to make, okay, if you got a Rolls Royce, keep it classy, and then go buy yourself a sports car.
Yeah.
You don't need to put these stupid things on
that don't go with certain cars.
I mean, a Rolls Royce just doesn't look good with a spoiler and these weird wheels and body kits on it. It just destroys it. You took a $600,000 car and you just cheapened it.
I completely agree.
You know, and then the other thing, people don't know how to drive stick.
That's a big peeve for me.
Oh,
all right?
People ask, do you know how to drive stick?
Of course I know how to drive stick. I'm Gen X, okay? That's just silly. If you don't know how to drive a stick, learn. Because, yeah, they're making all these new cars automatic.
But what if you get stuck in the middle of
you
apocalypse?
Could be stuck somewhere, and whoever you're with has a stick shift. And
it's an
they're
emergency.
In trouble. It's an emergency. You don't know how to drive it. You have to be prepared for all situations, okay? And I feel like, and you know what's going to happen, okay? Give it a little time, and sticks are going to come back, all right? I bet that, and listen, everything he's shaking his head no. At the end of the day, everything takes a full turn and comes back again. Look at bell bottoms for crying out loud, okay?
Look at all these companies.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Trust me.
The
it'll happen.
The problem is there's an entire generation that doesn't know how to drive stick.
Well, it's time to learn, people.
Well, they're not going to learn because everything's a video game nowadays. And
I know.
Because
you can't drive stick. You can't write in cursive.
Yeah, but
you can't tell time analog.
They're going to call you a boomer in this video. You're like,
I'm not a boomer. I'm Gen X.
Yeah,
that's the difference.
But that's fine. That's fine. She's an old lady, but she's got these.
It makes all the difference.
It's all the difference. She could be all old and crazy as long as she's got those.
Oh,
America, baby.
Yeah, America. But listen, I can be as crazy as I want because I have these. It's just
exactly. So whatever she says goes, right?
Yep. Exactly.
Anyway, and that's the other thing. So driving stick, and then people don't understand cars. Like I'm walked into a Porsche dealership, and there's a Carrera GT there. Now, if you're a car person, you know a Carrera GT. So I'm looking at the Carrera GT, and the sales guy, which the next thing he said to me, for that alone, he should be fired and never allowed to work in a car dealership again. The guy says to me, he goes, "Oh, don't waste your time on that. That's just old technology."
Since when does a salesman tell you not to buy their product?
Right. So I'm like, excuse me? He goes, yeah, look at a 918. That's new technology, this and that. I said, you clearly don't know what you're doing. He said, you're selling these things? I said, why would you say, I said, it's not about old technology or what. I said, do you know what a Carrera GT is? Do you understand it?
Obviously
it's a
not.
the Carrera GT is one of the last rare supercars that's all natural. And this guy who's trying to sell the thing is telling people, don't look at it. It's old technology.
But you know what? Real salesmen aren't hired anymore in car dealerships.
No, you have order takers.
Exactly, you have order takers. So they don't know. They literally they sit there and they wait for you to tell them what they want.
Well, the problem is, yeah, that's what happened. And after 2020, all these big corporations that bought all these big dealerships like Auto Nation and Sonic and all that stuff like that, they ended up buying they want order takers.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to have to pay real commissions. They pay a flat fee. And these guys don't know anything about cars. They just hire people. Like if you go to, it's even crazy. I'm not going to mention a name, but there's a girl that works at an exotic car dealership. Let's just say that, right? She had no clue now she sells Lamborghinis. Okay. But she had no idea anything about a Diablo or a Countach. How do you sell? Like, you don't know anything. You don't have anything about the heritage. You know nothing. How are you selling it? Because all you're doing is you're taking orders because people are coming in, placing an order for a new Aventador, a new Revolut, a new Huracan, a new Urus, and that's it.
I've never worked in sales when it comes to cars. I've worked in service for many years.
Oh, you're
glistening. I never, because I had to wet myself down. It's so hot, I'm getting sunburned.
What? You're wet?
But listen, back to the topic at hand, okay?
Did you just say you're wet?
I was never a car salesman, okay? But I feel like if you are going to sell cars, you need to also know the history of the vehicle you're selling. Let me tell you something. I had a friend that worked in a Mercedes dealership. He at the time sold that he was the Maybach guy, okay? That was it. The other Mercedes, nothing to him. He was the Maybach guy. He spent so much time researching and making sure he knew every aspect of every single Maybach, every function, every accessory, everything. And you know what? That's why he sold the way he did. He was an amazing
But that's the thing.
salesman.
Product knowledge is one thing, but you should also know lineage. And if you're a car person, you should know that. You should be able to know where the kill switch for a battery is in a Mercy. You pop this, do this, that. You should be able to know this stuff because you're around these cars every day. Because yes, you are selling new Lamborghinis, but you do take in old cars. And the problem with salespeople nowadays is when a used car comes in, like an old, so let's just say, back to the Lamborghini dealer. So when a Diablo comes in or a Countach comes in, they just look at it with disdain because they don't understand it.
Yeah.
They don't realize it because all they know is that, well, okay, it doesn't have traction control. It doesn't have this. Like some of the best moments I had was trying to pull a Diablo into the driveway and figure out how I'm going to get this thing in here because it's going to scrape. Nowadays, the new cars, like an Aventador, even the Aventador, your grandmother can drive it. I mean, boop, boop, car lifts up. It's got 9 million electronics in it. It's not fun.
Yeah. Well,
and these people don't get it.
No, they don't get it.
So
let us know what you think. Are you somebody that knows, or are you somebody that's like,
or are you frustrated with these people too?
Yeah.
Are you frustrated with these car people?
Let us know. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Ciao.